Alright, working on the old Ford again today, and we're making a lot of progress. I'm trying to work on getting the interior done, and then we can paint the outside of it shortly while we still got the weather. And gonna put the gas tank in too. That's all ready to go in, but what I just got done doing is, you guys didn't see it, but I did body work on this roof, and it was really messed up to a point where it was almost a convertible. And I just got done undercoating all under here, you know, because that's a problem spot on these Fords. And I never even filmed the body work I did on that roof because it was so extensive. I didn't have the time, but a lot of metal work and a lot of fiberglass and body work, and you know, I don't think nobody's gonna have any problem with that. But like I say, I just got done undercoating in here, and now I'm getting ready to put the gas tank in. But let me show you some of the pieces that we got ready. All right, yeah, along with putting the gas tank in today, I'm prepping a few pieces of the interior here, and this here's a sun visor, and the interior is going to be turquoise and white. So I'm going to paint these white. I already got one out there drying, and you know, I did one at a time to see how it looked, and I think it came out pretty good. I painted the mirror, you know, cleaned that up, and that's going to look good. That's the difference between a restoration and just putting a driver on the road and making it look good. You know, I mean, just cleaning stuff up. You know, if this was a restoration, you know, you spend $25–50 on a brand new mirror. You know, everything for these trucks is just about reproduced. So here are the armrests, and they're in good shape. But like I say, the interior, I'm going to make the interior turquoise and blue, and some of the fabric is going to be tufted white, and these here I'm going to go up against that, and we're going to paint that this color, which is just about the same color as the truck. So we'll probably do that today, and maybe I'll take you outside and show you what one of these visors look like painted. It actually came out pretty good. But I got a comment the other day, and it was an excellent comment. It was kind of stuff I really like. I showed this part here, and you can buy this part for $70. But this one's in good shape, and the only thing wrong with it is, you know, the felt in here is bad, and you can't replace that felt. You probably could. There's probably ways of doing everything, but this is actually that felt is actually part of the piece. You know, it's not like you know, a door run where it you can pop that out and replace just that felt. You know, that felt's actually part of that piece. And one of my subs, David McCormick, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, but he made a suggestion, and he said something like try using Velcro in there. Velcro works pretty good for door runs and stuff like that. And I'm thinking, you know, that's such a good idea. And I just got done pulling off all this Velcro that was holding the old door panels on, and damned if that ain't almost identical. And I got yards and yards of it here. So David, thanks for that comment and suggestion. And any guys have any suggestions, I mean, good constructive criticism, you know, something that'll help me, you know, put it down there. I love that kind of stuff. So let's I guess we'll go out and we'll paint this, and before I paint that, I'll show you what the other one looks like. Like I said, we already got the door handles and stuff ready to go on, so let's take a walk outside real fast. Alright, yeah, here's the other sun visor, and I'm happy with the way it came out. I mean, it's not perfect, but you know, neither is the rest of the truck. And like I say, if it was a restoration, you spend the money and you buy new sun visors, whatever color you want. I think some visors and stuff are maybe about $30 a piece, but you know, for what we're doing, that's gonna be just fine. All right, put the gas tank in, and we're happy with that. And I took the heater box cover off and stripped that. That had about 3 or 4 hand painted coats of paint on here. And I'm glad I took that cover off, because I blew this out. Man, talk about dust. That would have freaked the old lady out the first time I turned the heater on if I didn't blow that out. So, yeah, what I did is I pressure washed this when I had it out. So I wasn't going to paint that. I was going to leave it as, because it's behind the seat. But you know, every once in a while, I guess you pull the seat up. So I blew off this, and I'm gonna hand paint that black, and it'll just look that much better. So all right, let me try and paint this cover. Looks like we're gonna get some rain, but I think it's gonna hold off. So let's bring this out in the backyard, and we'll prime this up. All right, next step is I'm gonna try and find some sound deadening material for the floor, and like I say, we're gonna paint this. But let's see what's going on back here. We primed the cover up. I think I'm just going to paint that heater. You know, you see the heater, but I think we're just going to paint that black for now. I guess we could always paint it a different color if we wanted to, right? We could paint it this color. These came out nice. Whoa. Don't drop that. Don't drop that, Road King. Yeah. I'm happy the way they came out. I'll bring them inside, let them dry overnight. So you don't want to paint too many things different colors and stuff, you know. You know, what little pieces that are going to be turquoise, you know, will set off the white. But you get too much of it, and it starts to look like a circus cart or something. So, all right, I'm gonna let that dry and throw a coat of black on there. Like I say, we'll go with black. Maybe later on I'll change my mind and paint it turquoise, but for now it's gonna go black. All right, yeah, it's the next day, and just started spritzing a little bit, but I didn't think they were calling for that. So here's our plan for the day. I ordered some mat, some sound deadening mat, last night, and it should be here today. And also, here's the fuel tank sending unit hole, and got a new one of them to put in. Oops. And made in Taiwan. I'm always happy to see that, you know, rather than China. So we'll put that in today. Get rid of that tape, keep the birds out, and what I got to do before we proceed anywhere else is I got to get rid of this lock and fix that dash. All right, because they wired that hole out, and I'm going to have to cut that out and weld a new piece into the dashboard, and hopefully it stops drizzling by then. So let's go in there, and I'll show you what we got to replace that. Right now, this lock here is like a, oh, look at that, it's already loose. It's like a generic tractor lock or something. But you can see what they did to that. Ay, ay, ay. They tore that to pieces. Alright, let's go inside. Alright, I was looking this over, and I was thinking maybe I could fix it instead of cutting the dash out and replacing it, but it's worse than I thought. So you know, I was thinking I could, you know, maybe clad weld, put a little weld alongside there, and then cut the holes that I need. But it's more complex than it looks, and I'll explain to you why I decided against that. So let me show you what we're up against here. All right, here's where we're at with this. I had to get this cylinder out because we didn't have a key. You know, this parts truck didn't have a key for it, didn't have a title for it. You know, that's why, and it was rotted pretty good. So that's why it became a parts truck. But anyway, to get this out, to get the lock cylinder out, you have to take that out to get the rest of this assembly out. And I used a slide hammer, you know. That's how we used to take locks out, because a lot of times it was just a little pin holding these in, and then when you pull it out, it broke the pin off of the cylinder, you know, and the cylinder's no good anyway. But This one here is a little different, and when I pulled it out with the slide hammer, it actually broke the ignition here, which isn't bad because I have a brand new ignition for it, but it's a shame I ruined that out, because if I drilled that out, this whole assembly would still be good. So let's throw you up on the tripod there and show you how this thing's put together. Alright, once you get this lock cylinder out, the rest of this stuff is held in real easy. It's got a spring here, and all you do is push on it and twist it, and the whole assembly comes out. There we go. So like I said, I have a whole new ignition here, and also a matching set of locks. They hold the door locks in. Here are two new door locks, and here's the ignition. And it's a whole matching set. And a new set of keys. I was looking at these keys. I don't know if you guys can see that, but this key's bent. I don't know how that happens. How does that happen? So let me take you off of there and show you exactly what, so you can get a better look at this and see what's going on here. Alright, here's what's going on with this. It's got 5 little notches cut out. I don't know if this light's going to help you or not. Yeah, it might. But you got 5 little notches here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 2 of them notches line up the 2 titties. Got 2 little titties, one here and one over here on this scutcheon plate. So that actually lines up your there you go. That lines up your scutcheon plate there. That's the two notches, and then these 3 notches is right here, and that holds your lock cylinder in. And they're so tight that when you stick it in there, it'll actually hold this piece in place. But I could do that. I could weld up that thing outside and make this flush and everything, and make it work, but I could never get to the back of it to make it flush, and that's where this has to be perfect, so it sits on there, sits in here like this, and that's got to sit perfectly flush, and there's no way I could get to the back of that and grind that way. Plus it's indented, and you know. So let me show you our plan of action here. Actually, let me show you how that stays in there. It's so tight. Alright. Yeah, that piece there fits so well. It's actually holding itself in right now. And that's how nice that is. You know, and everything lines up. So, alright, let me show you how we're going to get this other piece out and put this piece in. Alright, here's the game plan. I could actually just cut a square here and go down here and over here, and then cut the new piece and then weld the whole square in there, but to minimize the damage and make it a little easier to fix, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to weld this. It's a thick washer. It's like a thick fender washer, and I'm going to center it here and tack that in place, and that has a 1/4 inch hole in the middle there, and that 1/4 inch hole is actually going to be the guide for this 2 1/4 inch hole saw. So I'll use that and cut that hole out with this hole saw. And hole saws, you know, it'll make a nice hole, but it ain't gonna be perfect. So it doesn't have to be. But I think that's the best way to go. And then I could fit the other piece to that hole, and it'll make it a lot easier to weld up and a lot less damage. So let's try that. Alright, had an equipment failure there. Let's try it again. We're almost through. Here we go. Alright. Yeah, hopefully we can use that for a template. Alright, I cut the washer off of here, and you could actually use this for a template. And I can see exactly where it goes. Alright. Yeah, I'm using a Sharpie here because I want it extra wide. I'm going to cut on the outside of this, and then we'll work our way in. Alright. I like it. Alright. Yeah, we got this pretty close, and I think the top and the bottom is just about there. Oops, sorry about that. Yeah, the top and the bottom is just about where it needs to be. And now you just got to take some off of each edge there with the Langle grinder. And it should fit in there nice. Alright, let me dick around with this, and we'll get that fit. We'll get that fit for you. Alright, that's where it belongs right there, and you can see right on that corner, on the top corner, you can see some air, and then over here is good. So just gotta clean that little top piece off, because right now I have my finger sitting in there, and this, the bottom is flush. So that's what we got to do to get the top in, and then we'll go for the sides. Alright, it's working out well. Alright, yeah, we got that pretty dead nuts on, so let's start tacking it in and see what it looks like. Alright, yeah, we got that in there. It's just press fit in there, and it's perfectly flush. And we got a little bit of a gap right here, about 1/16, and one over here, but that's good, you know. That way you get some penetration. You really don't want to butt up like that. You know, you want something to have some weld go in there, but we'll be okay. Alright, I'm going to weld up, and we'll see you guys when we're done. Alright, yeah, it tacked up nice because I had everything nice and clean. Got nice little buttons. Look at that. Alright, I'll set you guys up over in the corner, and maybe we'll weld some up together. Alright. See if you guys can look through a steering wheel, maybe you can see it. I'll try and stay out of your way. Alright, we got a little bit of an issue down here, but we can take care of that. But I'm going to finish and connect these dots up here, and then we'll deal with the bottom. It's a little thin down there. Alright. Alright, yeah, I think we got it all. Now, let me get a little grinder there and clean that up a little and see what it looks like. Alright, let's see how we did here. I'm happy with it. A lot of reflections going on here, but I think it'll be okay. We'll put some primer on that, and we'll call it good. Feather in the top there, because we're going to paint the dash anyway. So yeah, well, that's one of those things you don't anticipate doing, but we had to do it. Alright, let's move on to something else. Alright, I've been busy, just doing little things, and put the gasket, the fuel sending unit in, and hooked it up, and put the sun visors in. I don't know how well you can see that with the backlight, and the mirror. Put the mirror in, and looking pretty good. You know, every little bit helps. Every little thing I do is one less thing I'm going to have to do later on, right? All right. You know, we primed that up, and we're happy with the way that looks. And maybe one of these days we'll paint the dashboard. That gets white. So I don't think you've ever seen the heater box painted up. Let's see. You've seen it in primer. Take a walk in the backyard here. We painted that black, and we're happy with the way that came out. And like I say, I mean, if we decide to change it, we can always paint it turquoise later on, right? Alright, this video is probably getting 20-25 minutes or so, I don't know. So, what do you guys say? Enough of this? Alright, enough of this.